got married in 2021 and started the discussion about creating our family and growing our family. And we tried for a while. It just didn't seem to be in God's plan for us to have our own biological child at that point. We started praying and started talking about adoption, and we thought that'd be a good fit for us. I was adopted by my stepfather, and so adoption was pretty special to me.
There's so many babies out there that need families, and then like us, we wanted to have a baby. I've always wanted to be a mom since I was really little, and so there's a need. We wanted to give a little person a life full of love.
When we started looking into the adoption process, we had no idea the cost, and it was very eye-opening on how expensive adoption is. And for us, that was going to be a big challenge. Like, we got a home equity line of credit, and we were going to take a loan out and do everything we had to do to make it happen. There are agencies out there that do really, really good things, but they have expenses. They have employees that pour their heart and soul into the adoption process, but they have to make a living as well. So we found out there's a lot of expenses that go into it that we were kind of surprised about.
We were like, are you kidding me? Like, because we both love service so much and have a heart for the widows, it just was like a perfect fit for us. There's no costs that come from it. It was like, are you kidding me? This is too good to be true. One of my good friends that I did a Bible study with and our pastor suggested Terry. So it was like, aha, confirmation.
2 people.
Yes.
Went over to Miss Terry's house, and she had some projects for us. The main thing that she always wanted her kitchen painted. We had an army in that kitchen, stripping the wallpaper and taking off the molding, and did some repair work in the basement, and we cleaned up some scrub oaks.
So many people wanted to help.
Mm-hmm.
And then they invited friends, and we were like, oh my goodness, like, it was just huge.
We had some people there we'd never met before.
Yeah,
It was great.
It was incredible.
We need a little extra help because you're also grieving, and it's hard to do a lot of things when you're in that state. You feel lost as well as having a loss, because the person you've gone to or discussed things with for 35 years is now suddenly gone. I was astounded by how many people came to help, and I didn't have to do a thing. I felt so loved and cared for by all these people that wanted to help me out, and I felt remembered by God.
Again, like Star said, it's too good to be true. Like, we thought, there's no way.
No, there's a catch.
There's got to be some kind of catch. And we just prayed about it. It was like, this is just a great project. Like, this is what God calls us to do in the Bible. The fact that Both Hands has people that support both hands is, I think, a huge part of it, because that way, everything that we raised went to adopting our kid. So the fact that Both Hands has that in place, and people are supporting them because they enjoy and they see the value of their mission, it's super powerful for us.
Mm-hmm. And our supporters, they were like, wow, all of our money goes to you?
Yeah.
And we were like, yes. Yeah. We couldn't have done it without Both Hands, honestly.
Through every phase of this whole adoption process, you can see God's fingerprints. Every time I introduce people to Skyla, I say, God's fingerprints is all over her. We had the faith that He was going to make it happen because we felt like He had put adoption on our hearts, and that's something that He had called us to do.
Scott and Star were such a huge blessing to me. It's been such a blessing, too, to be able to stay in touch with them and get to know little Skyla, and I get to have my baby fix when I get to see her. How wonderful is that? You're helping out the widow, but you're also helping the orphan.
God's going to provide. Like, if He wants this to happen, He's going to take care of it. And through Both Hands, He's taking care of it.
We even had people looking on our website and like, do you know how much you've raised? And we're like, no, like, no, and they're like, people are tracking it for us.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Like, God is so good. And we're like, we know. It's all for his glory. So he wants people to know, everybody to know about his love and how he wants to bless you. So I think not letting the fear get in the way, knowing that God is gonna do it. You just have to surrender what your idea is. You know, we thought we were gonna have it naturally, but God's like, nope, I have a sweet little beautiful Skyla for you waiting, and I wouldn't trade that for the world.